Hi guys. Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. I am so excited to be back. I've been sick for a couple of weeks, it feels like, but I'm happy to be here. And I hope you all have had such a wonderful, beautiful couple of weeks, or this week at least, and got through some of this crazy, that full moon that we just got through. Uh, I know that it was not as I would say, I guess, as big as their super moons, obviously. But I'll tell you, the energy that I felt from the full moon was incredible. So I'm hoping, and you can tell I'm still a bit nasally. This cold or whatever I had going on was just miserable. So anyway, but I did soak up a little bit of that full moon energy so that I could see if that would help me to get back my mojo, as I call it, and I feel much better. So I'm always trusting and loving the full moon energy for sure. So, anyhow, well, I am your mini medium on the A1R Psychic Radio and the beautiful, wonderful, amazing Moonstruck TV. I cannot wait to get back into the groove and do some readings tonight. Um, I'm actually really looking forward to getting into springtime. I don't know about you guys, but here in Utah, the weather's been actually kind of mild, knock on wood, that we've had some pretty decent temperatures and not a whole lot of snow yet. I hope I didn't just jinx it, but it's been pretty mild. But I'm ready. I'm ready for the spring and the summer. Hence the reason why I'm literally wearing like a sleeveless kind of springy outfit, because maybe that will help to manifest the warmer energy, right, and the warmer weather, whatever it may be. But I guess we'll find out. I feel like here in Utah, if you live in Utah, you know what I'm talking about when we say if you don't like the weather now, give it 5 minutes, because that's exactly what happens. The weather here is like you blink and it's changed dramatically. So it's beautiful here, though. If you ever get the chance to come and visit in Utah, I definitely suggest it. So the mountains are beautiful. I see it's such a Utah thing. The mountains, what Utah people say, by the way, the mountains, the mountains or mountains. We don't say our T's here in Utah. I swear it's so funny to listen to some of the different um, the what do they call it? The Utah um, Utahnese, or whatever it may be, our language here. But anyway, come visit Utah when you're here. Come see me, and go visit the amazing different ski resorts we have and whatnot. So, and then you can just drive 4 hours, go south, and you get to warmer weather and, almost to Vegas. So there you go. You got the best of both of many worlds here. So, anyhow, let's get started with our night. How's that? I'm going to start rambling off. It's been one of those days. But so, as usual, I always will read. I'm sitting here thinking my hilarious producer was telling me just in a joking manner that we couldn't say the word and or the, and I'm going looking at this this affirmation going, this isn't going to make any sense. So too funny. I love it. I love it. So you know what, I think for me, if I had to be banned from saying then go, you would know that I wouldn't know what to do. I am so notorious for going anyhow, here is your affirmation for the week. And for those who are not familiar with what an affirmation is, it really is just, I call it a promise to yourself, or, you know, you're affirming, if you will, that you're going to follow whatever this beautiful message says. So here is your affirmation. So you're going to literally soak all this up in your beautiful soul and put it to action this week. It says, when I don't know what is happening, I choose to be curious and excited about what is going to be. So I'll repeat that again. When I don't know what is happening, I choose to be curious and excited about what it's going to be. And I'll tell you, that goes all back to trusting, right? Trusting the universe, trusting our intuition, things like that. So if you are in this need to know basis kind of energy, I suggest that you take some deep breaths, let that kind of that energy release, and let that back to the universe, and trust the universe that the universe will bring back to you all that is supposed to be, right? So, and be excited about it. Be excited about whatever's going to happen. I'm a firm believer of everything happens for a reason. And yes, I know that's a cliche saying. However, I truly believe in it. The good, bad, the indifferent, we're exactly where we're supposed to be. And once we're able to come to terms with that, even the kind of not such great stuff, then I think we handle life a little bit easier, But all right, okay. Well, how about enough rambling? We'll take my first caller, and I've got Amy from Oklahoma. Hi, Amy. This is the mini medium. How are you?
Hi there. I'm very well. Thank you for having me. I'm very excited.
Yes, you're welcome. I'm excited to have you. How can I help you tonight, my friend?
Well, I think that this was divine intervention because the past several days I've been seeing a lot of signs from an angel. I'm not really for sure which one it is. I have several, and I've been seeing repeating numbers of 1111 all over the place. Basically, well, twice a day, at 11:11 a.m. and p.m. I've also seen 111, and it just seems like someone's trying to come through to send me a message. And I'm not for sure who or what the message is or who it's from. But I just felt like it was divine intervention, having this connection with you this evening to maybe possibly, dive into that and figure out more about it so I can, make good use of it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Just as you're describing that, it just gave me chills. Just listening to uh, how amazing your energy is, and I can tell that you just have such a beautiful bright light, and your vibration is very high, and a lot of that really has to do with your mindfulness and ability to pay attention to those signs. I meet so many
Thank you.
people, and yeah, you're welcome. I meet so many people that struggle, to connect with, their signs, or they really question, they'll see the 1111, or, they'll see, maybe common signs like butterflies, or, dragonflies, or birds, or feathers. And they want, they think they want it so bad that they're, making it up per se, but I always
Hmm.
say that they're there for a reason. And once we're able to find that trust that, you know, that there is a reason for all of these beautiful signs and symbols, then I really, like I was just saying a minute ago, life just seems to be better and easier, especially when we've lost loved ones that are very close to us. So, well, let me ask
Absolutely.
you.
I relish these opportunities. I
Yeah.
relish them. I just want to make any connection I can.
Yes, exactly. I love that. Well, let me ask you, which I love that you said the number 11, because so well, almost every day, I'm always channeling the other side. I've done mediumship for about 27 years, and I just pay attention, especially on my Wednesday nights, because I do my podcast, but also I do free readings after my podcast. I get on my Facebook page, the mini medium, and I do about 2 hours of free readings, and I pay attention to my dreams, but I also listen and pay attention to numbers. Now, I always mention this every show, and so I'd love to find out if this connects with you. The numbers I've been seeing today, and just like you, seeing these numbers. What I think is very interesting, though, Amy, the number I wrote down that I've been seeing today is the number 47. So 4 and 7, which 47, if you add that up, equals 11. So there's
Yes.
a bit of connection there with the 11. Now, I also connect with 47 as the date of April 7th. I also will connect to it as the age of 47, as you know, an age
Mhm.
that maybe someone passed or they would have been 47. Then occasionally, I should say, 1947, you know, if there's a loved one. Then with that, so keep that in mind for a moment. Then the number 28 came up, which 7 times 4 is 28. I thought, okay. So with that said, um, do you connect with those numbers or how, you know, those are validating who this may be coming through?
Well, with the 47, the connection I would make would that it would equal a sum of 11. And then with the 28, I am born in May, on May 28th. So maybe possibly that connection. Also, whenever you started talking about 11, it just dawned on me that, my grandmother was born in November and November 27th. So I don't know if that has any relevance or if that's who's trying to, say hi. She also raised me, so
Yeah.
she was my mother figure. And
Oh,
I, miss her every single day. She was, just the brightest light, the Mother Teresa, the best of the best. And I'm just so blessed to, have her, be a part of my upbringing. So I just want to, anytime any, reference to my grandmother comes along, I just want to, sing her praises because she was just a phenomenal, human being. But those are the
absolutely.
connections I make with those two numbers.
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Okay. So here's what I love is, you know, I never doubt my visions. I never doubt, you know, when my guides are showing me things or telling me, or if it's this could very well be your grandmother coming in. I cannot ignore the fact, my friend, that for one, I wrote down 47, which I immediately was like, oh, that's 11. So we've got to be connecting to November. And then
Yes.
I had this little last minute before I got on my podcast went, no, someone's telling me this is 7 times 4, which is 28, which is your birthday.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, my
Mhm.
friend, I am
Mhm.
head to toe. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So
It's kismet,
exactly.
definitely.
Yes, this is definitely your grandmother, my friend. Absolutely. And you know, I pulled a couple cards and I love to, I'll pull cards just more as a guide or a tool, but sometimes the cards will even give us a visual validation of what your loved ones are trying to communicate. And what I pulled here, I'm going to show it on my podcast live here, and you can go back and watch on YouTube, on Moonstruck TV,
I
or on
definitely will.
Facebook.
Mhm.
Yes. You pulled the magician card, and this magician card is just beautiful. And I'm looking at this card, and I can't help but think that this connects to your grandma, and in that sense of being such, um, as you would look at her as a bit of having magic, right? As being a magician. I mean, when we
Absolutely.
look at right. And when we look at Mother Teresa, we think, gosh, she's so just, you know, she's magical, you
Wasn't
know,
it?
and so
Yes.
yeah, yeah. And so even seeing that card come out and feeling your grandma's presence and her giving us all these beautiful signs already, you know, without a doubt, my friend, that 11 is your grandma. And just like I said before, I get on my podcast and I listen for a moment and say, okay, unless I'm getting a number all day long, which that happens too. But
Mhm. Mhm.
her way of saying, you know, my beautiful, and she refers to you as daughter, by the way. I do not hear
Yes.
her call you grandma.
Yes.
She says
Yeah.
daughter. So,
Yeah, she does.
um,
Absolutely.
yeah. And how do you connect with the number 3? She just showed me the number 3. So March, the third of a month. But I feel like this might be connected to siblings. So one of three. 3 years ago,
Oh my
though.
goodness. Well, 13 was, oh my gosh. My grandfather, who also had a very, big role in my development. Now they were divorced, but they, both helped raise me, separately
Yeah.
but together. He was born December 13th. And, this is just so uncanny because I started seeing 11:11 when I went to the cemetery on Sunday. And who did I go see? Both of them. They're both out there at the same cemetery, and then I started to see. So yeah, that's the connection. Absolutely, is to both of them. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. I love it. And you know what's really cool is you just gave me chills again. This is why I love the cards. So the magician card in the deck of tarot is the number one. And then you pulled, I'll show on my podcast here too. You pulled this three of cups card. So now we've got the number one magician, the number three. So there's your 13. So
13.
absolutely, there's
Hmm.
even, yep, even more validation of your grandfather and your grandmother, even though, they were,
And he used to
you
call me
know,
daughter. Yeah, he called me
yeah.
daughter all the time too. So,
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
there we
Oh,
go.
I love it. I love it. And oh my goodness, that's so incredible. And,
I have the
this,
biggest smile on my face.
me too. Well, I can't wait for you to go watch the video. I'm just sitting here in awe, just how beautiful that, that your messages are, you know, these validations that seem to be maybe, uh, simple, but yet so powerful, right?
Yes, absolutely. I love it, and I needed it so much because I miss them. I miss them.
Well, I hope that these little messages gave you some peace and comfort, and just letting you know they're right by your side, guiding you, protecting you,
Yes,
right? Um,
yes,
but
yes.
now you're in Oklahoma. I'll just throw out there, if you're still awake here in about another hour and a half, on my Facebook page, I would love if you want to join. And I do my 2 hours of free readings, and
Okay.
you can hop on and see if we can't get any more messages from them.
Well, thank
But
you. I would love that
yeah,
opportunity. Thank you.
absolutely. Oh my gosh, you're so welcome. And I love that you and I connected. I think, like you said, is divine intervention. So I just
Yes,
wish you
yes.
so much love and light, my friend.
Thank you. You really made my entire year so far, just being able to, have that validation that they heard me whenever I was talking to them, and I was able, to say what I needed to say. And, they're just waving their arms, saying, hey,
Yep.
I'm here, kiddo. I
Yeah.
got you. Everything's going to be okay. So thank
100%.
you. It just really renews my spirit. So I appreciate
Good.
you, providing validation for me with this.
Oh my gosh, it's my pleasure. My pleasure, my friend. And I look forward to hopefully connecting with you again.
Yes, definitely. Have a blessed evening, and thank you so much again.
You're so welcome. You as well, hun. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Oh my goodness. See, I knew tonight was going to be just another crazy, amazing, magical night. So now I get to connect with my next caller, and this is Grace. And Grace is in Sydney, Australia. Hi, Grace. This is a mini medium. How are you?
Hi, hi, Stephanie. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous, fabulous. How can I help you tonight?
Um, I just want to know. I'm currently going through a divorce, and right now I'm not sort of. I've got one foot in an old life. I've got one foot in the new life, and I'm feeling in limbo and a little bit lost and deflated. I was just wondering because I've got to restart my whole life again. What I'm looking for a new job. I'm just looking to see how I don't know, the next 6 months or whatever is ahead for me. So I'm feeling a little bit
Sure,
in between places.
sure, sure. Yeah, you bet. Just listening to you, I'll tell you really, real briefly here, that you're you're just listening to you and your story, if you will, your journey that you're on reminds me so much of mine. And I'll just tell you real quickly here, and I'll tell you what I'm seeing for you. But I also started a whole new life, if you will, or I would say a whole new path, a new journey about 4 years ago. And that's when I decided to share my abilities and my gifts to the world now. And, I was terrified to do it. It was something that I just wasn't sure how it was going to be receptive. And, I live in a state that is, it's a wonderful state to live in, but there's a really strong religious, background and belief. And I respect that wholeheartedly. So I was very timid, if I can talk, and intimidated, I should say. But what I did is I took that leap of faith, and I guess you could say I threw caution to the wind and decided, this is my purpose is what I needed to do with my life. I have a bachelor's degree. I had a wonderful job, made very good money, but I was lost and I knew that I needed to do something. And about it'll be 2 years in July that I quit my job with a big corporate and pursuing my purpose. And I get to meet amazing people like you and get to share my gifts with around the world. And, it hasn't been easy, but I'll tell you, it's been worth it, my friend. It has been the most amazing journey, and I feel so complete. And I see that for you. And I'll tell you,
Oh,
it's hard because I do, and I know right now you feel in limbo, which I felt the same way. I felt like, for one, I had a lot of people going, "What in the heck are you doing, Stephanie? What are you thinking? You're leaving. You have a family to take care of still. I had my youngest is 12 now, but so what? She was 8 at the time, and I thought, I was told I was being a bit selfish, and I thought, well, I have to be selfish because I need to take care of me first, and then everything will fall into place. I really felt that. And I use the analogy a lot of the time to Grace of, when you get on an airplane and they talk
yes,
about the oxygen mask that comes down. Um,
yes.
what do they tell you to do first?
Put it on yourself first, and then help the passenger next to you
Exactly,
or your child.
exactly, exactly. And it's the same thing with your life. Put that mask on you first, and then assist. And
My
be there.
child.
Which here's what's really interesting, and I love this for you. I pulled a couple cards again for you as well, and as I explained to everybody that I get to do readings for, I use the cards as a guide or a tool, but I don't necessarily read tarot, but I can, but I like to see where the cards lead us. And you pulled two very powerful pentacle cards, and I'm going to show them on
Hmm.
my live here. So if you go back and you want to watch, but one is this Two of Pentacles, and this other is a Queen of Pentacles. Now,
Hmm.
a pentacle in tarot is something of value to you. And without a doubt, I do feel that, are you a mom? I feel you have children. Do you have children?
Yes, I have a child. I have an
Oh,
8-year-old
yeah,
daughter.
perfect. Perfect. Okay. So obviously, as moms, I am as well. Uh, and even just as a woman, and no offense to men, but we're talking about, you now, but, uh, we're just not built or programmed to necessarily put ourselves first. We put our children and, or, spouses or family. So when I see the two pentacles come out for you, this is telling me it's time. It's time to put yourself first. It's time
Hmm.
to take charge of your new life and your new journey. Now, they both came out reversed, meaning upside down, which is representing your shadow work. And shadow work is the things that you are personally working on, or those things you're like, I really need to work on this so that I can be the best version of myself. So,
That's what I've been
without a
doing.
doubt, you guys, yes, exactly. That's what I was just going to say. You've been doing a lot of shadow work, my friend. And
Yes,
I
I
think it's
have.
beautiful. I think it's beautiful. And, the saying, anything worth having doesn't come easy, right? Um,
No, that's right.
and you'll feel like you're in this kind of rut. And believe me, I've been doing this, well, 27 years that I've been a medium and psychic and intuitive, but the last 4 years really applying it and sharing it. And there's many ups and downs, many. But I'll tell
Mhm.
you, I would not change a thing. And that's what I feel for you. So, this rut that you may feel you're in, or this kind of limbo, I'm going to tell
Yes,
you, I really feel here in the next 2 months, I am going out to about, let's see, March, summertime. Well, I'm not sure in Australia. I think you're
it'll
opposite
be
us
winter.
now.
Yeah.
So
Hmm.
winter. Okay, it'll be your winter. Uh, so your winter time, I think of that time. And I really feel that's when you're going to see a shift in your energetic flow and your space, and where I feel that you'll get like a euphoric feeling of, okay, I got this. I got this. It's such a cool
Right.
feeling. Um, Even money wise, I feel there's a bit of a worry right now financially for you. Is that correct?
Yes, completely. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And this
I'm
Queen of
yeah.
Pentacles card. Oh, go ahead, hon. What were you going to say?
Oh, no, no, no. That's exactly what I'm going through. I'm going through the divorce, trying to figure out how to pay for the lawyers, trying to go for we call it financial settlement here. And it's just, I'm pretty scared at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, and rightfully
And
so.
trying to find a job on top.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, tell me, what is your zodiac sign, my friend?
I'm Pisces. Birthday coming up.
Pisces. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, happy birthday. I love
Thank
that.
you.
When is your birth? Can I ask your birth date? When is your birth date? Just the date.
March 9th.
March 9th. Okay. Okay. So, just know Pisces are very emotional, beautiful beings. Pisces also would like to um, really connect with their spiritual side, and so I say, lean towards whatever your spiritual background is, whether you're religious or you have, if you're more connected to the universe or whatever may be. Use that to your advantage, because I feel like that you have such a beautiful ability to do that, and give all of those worries, give that back to the universe or to God or whoever you feel. And I feel like you'll see this year it's going to really be coming back what we call tenfold, meaning twice as much.
Beautiful.
So make sure that energy is good energy. Okay.
Okay.
All right, my friend. Well, I have 30 seconds in my show. Everything goes by so fast, but I hope that helped you and gave you some guidance and excitement for the future. And I wish you so much luck.
Thank you so much, Shel. Have a good day.
Yeah. Thank you, hon. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Hey, my friends. Well, I'm your mini medium. I am back, and I'll see you next week, right here, same place, same time. And if you want to get on my Facebook page tonight, mini medium at 7:45 Mountain Time. That's about an hour and 15 minutes. Okay, guys. Talk to you then. Bye.